Good morning, students. Today we will study about the cellular respiration. In this chapter, first of all, we will study about what is cellular respiration. Second is respiratory substrate. Third is respiratory quotient. Fourth is mechanism of cellular respiration. Fifth one, ATP cycle. Sixth one, factors affecting the rate of respiration. So these are the headings which we will discuss in this chapter. So first of all, we start what is cellular respiration. यानी कि सबसे पहले हम क्या डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, सेल्यूलर रेस्पिरेशन की डेफिनेशन. तो स्टूडेंट सबसे पहले समझेंगे अ वेरी कॉमन क्वेश्चन दैट अराइज इन द माइंड, व्हाट इज रेस्पिरेशन और व्हाट इज ब्रीदिंग. तो रेस्पिरेशन, सेल्यूलर रेस्पिरेशन is the biological process involving oxidation of stored food in living cells of organism and release of energy which is used to carry out various biological activities. When we talk about the cellular respiration, then definitely it involves, the simple definition is that the oxidation of stored food in living cell of an organism and release of energy to carry out the various biological process. यानी simply the liberation of energy for by the oxidation of stored food in living cell is called cellular respiration. Now breathing, if we talk about the breathing, so breathing is physical process. It's not a biological process. It is a physical process involving only the exchange of respiratory gases, that is oxygen and CO2, between external environment and respiratory organs of living beings. So breathing is a physical process while the cellular respiration is the biological process. It involves cellular respiration involve the release of energy, but in breathing there is no release of energy. It is simply the exchange of gases. That is very important. We have to understand. Now, if we write the equation of cellular respiration, then equation of the cellular respiration is C6H12O6 plus 6O2. In this process, there is the release of 6 molecule of carbon dioxide plus 6 molecule of water along with 686 kilocalorie energy or 36 ATP. यानी कि from the study of equation it is very clear that a molecule of glucose, this molecular weight of the glucose is 180 gram, and 6 molecule of oxygen, that is 192 gram of oxygen. Whenever 192 gram of oxygen carry out the oxidation of glucose, there is the release of 264 gram of carbon dioxide, 98 gram of water along with 36 molecule of ATP. So from the equation it is very clear, it involves oxidation. It involves the oxidation of glucose because there is taking place the oxidation. That's why cellular respiration is purely a biological oxidation. In simple term, we can say that cellular respiration is biological oxidation. Second, it is a biological oxidation. Second, it is exergonic or exothermic process, because we have studied in the process of cellular respiration, there releases tremendous energy, and because it involves liberation of energy, that's why it is called exergonic or exothermic process. In this process, there occurs the breakdown of glucose. That's why it is catabolic process. इस प्रोसेस में ग्लूकोज का ब्रेकडाउन हो रहा है, ग्लूकोज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर में टूट रहा है. That's why it is called catabolic process. It is multi-step process. This breakdown does not occurs in a single step, but it is a multi-steps. ये breakdown कई सारे steps में complete होता है. That's why this is a multi-step process. और because of this, it is multi-step process, and every step of the cellular respiration is governed by enzyme. Hence, it is a regulatory process regulated by a specific enzyme which governs specific steps. That is a very important process. We have to note here that in cellular respiration, energy is liberated या released बिट बाई बिट, हर स्टेप में थोड़ी थोड़ी एनर्जी निकलती है, नॉट एट वंस लाइक इन कंबस्टन। जबकि केमिस्ट्री में हमने पढ़ा है कि भाई कंबस्टन प्रोसेस जो होती है, कोयले का जलना, किसी ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड का जलना, तो हमने देखा उसमें एनर्जी एकदम निकलती है। तो दिस इज द प्रोसेस इन विच एनर्जी इज रिलीज्ड बिट बाई बिट, नॉट एट वंस लाइक इन कंबस्टन। So that is the difference between the combustion and cellular respiration, although both are exothermic process. दोनों एक्सोथर्मिक है, लेकिन ये दोनों में मेजर डिफरेंस है। नाउ तो वी हैव अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज सेल्यूलर रेस्पिरेशन, व्हाट इज ब्रीदिंग और डिफरेंस बिटवीन ब्रीदिंग एंड सेल्यूलर रेस्पिरेशन, एंड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द सेल्यूलर रेस्पिरेशन एंड कंबस्टन। नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज types of respiration. When we talk about types of respiration, the respiration is of two types depending upon the availability of oxygen. Respiration is of two types. First is aerobic respiration. Second is anaerobic respiration. When we talk about aerobic one, it means in presence of oxygen, while anaerobic respiration in absence of oxygen. Whenever the breakdown of the organic substance occurs in presence of oxygen, that is called aerobic respiration, or when it occurs in absence of oxygen, this is called anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration or the cellular respiration is the characteristic of all living cells. It is the characteristic of all living cells. No living cell is there in which aerobic respiration take place. Not take place. So aerobic respiration, it is characteristic of all living cell and it occurs at all the time. हर समय चलता रहता है. Although with advancing age, rate of respiration declines. जो रेट होती है रेस्पिरेशन की वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ती एज के साथ कम होने लगती है. Now we have to understand what are respiratory substrate. Next topic है what is respiratory substrate. That is a very important question. Respiratory substrate होते क्या है? केमिस्ट्री में हमने पढ़ा है किसी भी रिएक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट करने वाले सब्सटेंस को सबस्ट्रेट कहा जाता है, और दो कंपाउंड की, दो सबस्ट्रेट की जब रिएक्शन होती है तो उसके रिजल्ट के फलस्वरूप, एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ दीज रिएक्शन, देयर इज फॉर्म्ड प्रोडक्ट. तो रेस्पिरेटरी सबस्ट्रेट आर दोज substance which yield energy which yield energy being ऑक्सीडाइज। ऐसे सभी सब्सटेंस जो ऑक्सीडाइज होकर के एनर्जी देते हैं, दीज आर सेड टू बी रेस्पिरेटरी सबस्ट्रेट। दीज आर नंबर 1 कार्बोहाइड्रेट, नंबर 2 lipids or fats, or number 3 is the protein. These are the major respiratory substrate which are usually oxidized to yield energy. Whenever the respiratory substrate is the carbohydrate or lipid, then the type of respiration is said to be floating respiration. But whenever protein get oxidized, then type of respiration is said to be protoplasmic respiration. That is a very important. Floating respiration, protoplasmic. Yani depending on the type of respiratory substrate, there are two kind of respiration. One is said to be floating, another is said to be protoplasmic. Whenever the carbohydrate or fats are used to yield energy, the type of respiration is said to be floating. Whenever the protein is oxidized, the type of respiration is said to be protoplasmic respiration. Beside of these two respiratory substrates, there may be the organic acid, there may be the anaerobic respiration. So it depends on the nature of the substrate which will be oxidized to yield energy. Now, what is respiratory quotient? What is respiratory quotient? This is denoted by the term RQ. Denoted by the term RQ, and it is defined as ratio of the volume of carbon dioxide released and volume of oxygen consumed in the process of cellular respiration. It is said to be RQ, and RQ varies from respiratory substrate to respiratory substrate. Then it varies from substrate to substrate. Whenever in a given respiratory substrate, ratio of carbon with oxygen, it is equal to 1, then RQ is also 1. Whenever carbon upon oxygen ratio greater than 1, RQ comes to be lesser than 1. Whenever carbon upon oxygen ratio is lesser than 1, RQ is greater than 1. Whenever carbon upon oxygen ratio मैंने कहा greater than 1 in a given compound, then it means carbon is more in number as compared to oxygen atom in a given substrate. For example, if I talk about C51 H98O6, if we compare the amount of carbon with respect to the number of atom of oxygen in this compound, we are finding here that carbon is present in greater amount than oxygen. Therefore, RQ of such substance is always lesser than 1. But when we talk about malic acid C4H6O5, then what we are finding here, that carbon is less in number of carbon atom is less as compared to number of oxygen atom. Therefore, RQ is greater than 1. Now we will study in detail. When respiratory substrate is carbohydrate, when respiratory substrate is carbohydrate, then RQ of such component would be RQ of such compound will be always 1. When respiratory substrate is protein or fat, C51H98O6, यदि ये इक्वेशन हम लिखें, then balancing the reaction 98H2O 102 CO2 145 oxygen. Now RQ is 102 upon 145, that is approximately 0.7. That is RQ is always less than 1. Similarly, we take the case of protein, then the RQ value is always lesser than 1. When respiratory substrate is organic acid, like malic acid, oxalic acid, whatever be, C4H6O5 plus O2, 4CO2